What's going on, gamers? So we got another video here to cover about physical disc, and coming from who started the trend this year at the biggest standpoint, and that is Rockstar and Take-Two. And we know the CEO Zelnick is pretty big on pushing physical disc, but another part of somebody in that company is not. Well, yeah, you're gonna find out what he has to say here and what Rockstar has been planning lately. Yeah, they're all about it. You saw Capcom said, everybody is coming out and saying it. And this is the thing with these companies, though. They're looking at the stats and they're looking at what makes the most money and they're seeing what makes the most sense. And they're going to do that. Remember, we're the ones that did this. So right here it says, Take-Two CEO. You see it, right? Mr. Zelnick right here says physical disc don't. Here it is. Physical disc don't really make sense for big games like GTA 6. You know, the funny thing about this, though, is that he's basically saying it would take more than one disc to put GTA 6 on there, but that's not the only reason. He's also basically trying to tell you that it doesn't make sense for us to waste money to do this when we can just tell you that our business is well over 90% digital. Same thing that Capcom said. And remember, like, if I took a look at this statement when he was getting ready to launch GTA 5, I would say, what do you mean? Physical discs don't really make sense for big games like GTA 5, because GTA 5 is literally the most sold game of all time. Like, if you're not counting Tetris and stuff like that. Or, like, if you talk about platform for platform, Mario Kart 8 has like 80 million or something. But even then, he's only saying that because, one, how big GTA 6 is going to be, and first and foremost, the digital push. They want to make 100% profit. They want to sell you a nerfed version at $80, and they want to sell you the full version at $100. And watch what they charge for GTA Online. That's probably going to be separate and have subscription models and all that. So remember what I said back then before Sony decided to do theirs, that them and Rockstar were teaming up to do this behind the scenes a while ago, because everybody was taking a look at the numbers. It's right here in front of your face. And of course they chose Sony because that's where you push the highest profit in the industry when it comes to third party. Xbox is not going to help you. Doesn't sell anything. Microsoft don't even have their stuff together. They don't even have enough hardware to get ready for the GTA 6 launch. They're so like out of touch that it doesn't matter. But does Microsoft really need that? No, not really, because their money is coming from something that is in the Microsoft company, not in the gaming world. They're just trying to make easy profit off of that. But him right here saying this, I know, is going to anger a lot of people. But guess what? It's the same thing. And think about this, how big GTA is. It's the same thing like I was saying with the PlayStation boycott. Do you think it's going to matter? No, because most people are going to, so many people are going to buy this game. He's going to look at you like a minority sitting in the corner crying, and he doesn't care. And he's going to have this look on his face when he's doing it. And he might even smile even more. I'm just saying, you guys know what I'm talking about. Oh, green eyes. Oh boy. Okay, so the thing is, though, is that Reptile wins. No, I'm just joking. But anyways, the thing here is that these companies now see the status of digital. They see the pre-orders. Are you ready? Because we're going to get to that in a second. And they're basically just going to come out and say it. Physical disc don't matter. That's what he's saying. Don't really make sense. Saying physical disc don't matter. You don't matter for big games like GTA 6. We already have GTA Online being a digital focus, though people are getting a lot of physical, and you got a lot of physical sales because of those Game Sharks. And don't tell me whatever the hell it is, people went to buy those discs because they're trying to get those codes. So Rockstar has more sales than you could possibly imagine on GTA, specifically for that reason, for the online currency. I don't know if they remember that medium, but this is what I'm saying. This is what happens when you support a certain type of medium. And it turns around and does this. We know Nvidia's done it. Microsoft has done it. They're doing it. Sony's doing it. It's right here in front of you. You see? And even though people want to brag about Steam, but it's been pushing a digital medium for the longest. So now here comes Rockstar with the biggest launch, and Take-Two, who is their bosses of all time, saying it's over because we're showing you. Are you ready? Let's get down to this. And we're going to get to some comments too. Right here, Take-Two says that the GTA 6 pre-orders reached a unprecedented and astonishing level. It's the same thing that I told you guys about the Black Ops sales, that they're telling you I'm giving you only a digital option, and guess what? It is now breaking records. So what does that tell you? That the physical boycott does not mean anything, because it doesn't matter what you do. This right here is going to just make sure it doesn't happen. And people are still going to go buy PS5 Pros, and people are going to go buy PlayStations for that, and I guess sub the side chick Xboxes so that they could play GTA 6, since it's not going to be on PC. But I'd go for the PS5 Pro. I'm just saying, at the price of that, why would I go buy an Xbox to play GTA? You're $100 cheaper than a Pro? You're that close? I'm going to get the Pro and play it at a much better experience. But right here in front of your face, he's talking today. So after he's saying that, he's basically saying GTA 6 pre-orders reached an unprecedented and astonishing level. Physical doesn't really matter. Our business is well over digital. That is where the world is going. And look at this. We're breaking records. They are so unprecedented that we just don't know how to translate into sales. What are you talking about, dude? You just translate the number into sales. This guy, man. But guys, there it is right there in front of you. They said they weren't supporting disc, but the majority of the world, once again, does not care. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. You're in the minority. And I'm sorry, I tried my videos earlier, but it doesn't really matter, because after Sony saying what they're saying, guess what? They come out and say this. And where do you think most of those pre-orders are coming from? PlayStation Store. Rockstar is on a spree lately. You want to know what else they're doing? Did you guys see what they're doing with Netflix too? Because I didn't cover that, so we're going to get to that too. So we got multiple things to cover here. But like he's saying right here, this is where it was at, guys. Our business is well over 90% digitally distributed, well over 90, meaning higher than 90. Zelnick said it's already a digital business. So in certain instances, especially if it's a big game, disc gist, and I said this, don't really make sense for the consumer. Of course, you're not going to say customer. They're calling you consumers now. Also, in most instances, you have to register online to play anyhow. So if you're already connected, who cares if you download digitally? It's all the same, and it's much more convenient. In that sense, I get what he's saying. I was trying to tell people that all the time. No matter what, you have to go online. If you're going to play GTA Online, does it really matter? Unless you're thinking about physical preservation for single player. You can't do that online. So that's where the world is going, in our opinion, and I think Sony understands that. We certainly understand that. It doesn't mean that we don't have physical editions now and then. I'm sure we will, in the same way that there's still vinyl in the recorded music business. But in other instances, it just won't make sense. So he's basically telling you, to us, physical is dead. We ain't giving you no physical copies for GTA 6. Go cry in the corner. I don't care. My business is well over 90%, and we just had record pre-orders, so we don't care. This guy down here says, and they still release vinyls, effing moron. Yep, he's definitely not out of touch. Vinyl purchases in 2025 reached 1 billion in the US, according to a report published Monday by the Recording Industry Association of America. See that? Vinyl purchases reached in 2025 1.04 billion. But that's a vinyl record, though. The physical is a different world. Like I said, like when it comes to gaming, like because it's something that I have to say also nostalgia, and music is a little bit different than video games. But I get what you're saying. Once considered an endangered format, vinyl sales grew for the 19th consecutive year in 2025, per a news release from the nonprofit organization tasked with tracking music sales. That's awesome. I think that's cool. But so guys, look, we're going to get back to this post here in a second. But if you guys type in GTA Netflix, right? Rockstar is literally getting backlash for this. What they're doing is they're trying to paywall the GTA 6 extended look on Netflix, if you guys don't know about this. So Pirate is actually going to post like this. Rockstar is getting backlash after paywalling the Grand Theft Auto 6 extended look on Netflix. It's going to start there, then come out on YouTube later. So they teamed up together to actually make money doing this. This is what they've been doing lately. $100 full base game, telling you what they just told you now, and paywalling. It's the first company that's ever done this with Netflix. Some call the decision unbelievably scummy, and fans are questioning why a game showcase should be temporarily locked behind a paid subscription. The extended look will become free for everyone after the 6-hour exclusivity period ends. So it's just a 6-hour window, but they're just trying to basically get people to hopefully get Netflix subscriptions, and then them getting paid on the side and promoting their game, since Netflix is the biggest thing in the world and the movie TV show medium world. And most people have it already, so you could just go on there. But any little extra subs, I guess they want to get, they're going to do that. A lot of people are not happy about that. So like it says, a new look will be released for GTA 6 on Netflix. And like, if you take a look at some of these posts and read some of these comments, a lot of people are not happy with Rockstar. Like, we could go down in general. I am more excited for Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy VII Part 3. Never got into Grand Theft Auto games. They're releasing GTA 6 footage on a streaming service instead of just posting it on YouTube like normal people. Everything has to be an event now. Yeah, of course, the world's a stage, right? That's what they're doing. Nobody believed me, but I knew you'd come. Dropping a trailer on Netflix for a game is insane level of awe. Out of your mind if you think I'm renewing my Netflix for a trailer, and that's about it. And it's extended. It's not like you're getting a new trailer. But yeah, Rockstar is kind of being weird, I have to say, with that. I don't know what to say. Temporarily locked behind a paid subscription and will become free for everyone after the 6-hour exclusivity period ends. A whole new level of scummery and greed has just been unlocked. That's what people are saying here. So guys, we saw that, right? Getting back to this, let's go down and read some comments on here. But this is what I'm saying right now. You're seeing the way things are kind of going here. I mean, it's 6 hours, wait 6 hours, right? But they're like, FOMO effect. You know you want to go see that. It's GTA. You ain't going to be able to get away from it. And guess what? We ain't giving you no disc. I don't care. It doesn't really matter. It really doesn't matter. No, it doesn't. No, I'm just kidding. It does. You matter. Of course, you're gamers. That was the biggest medium in the world for a while. He said pre-orders for the game have been unprecedented. For me and my shareholders, it doesn't make sense anymore to be user-friendly and print games you can share or resell secondhand. We need everybody to pay the absolute max amount through centralized web shops we control. That's a pretty funny post. That's what he's saying. Yeah, you're right, though. That's exactly what's going on. Of course, they're going to defend it. Lose access to your account, and you have to buy the game again. Translation, we want to make sure you never own the games you pay $70+ for, physical media forever. You will own nothing and pay extra. Get the F out and make us a disc version, you clown. No disc, no buy, forever physical. Good luck with that on GTA. And that's what I'm saying. They know how things are after seeing the results of GTA 5. Where do you think Rockstar was making all their money to say digital was that high? GTA Online, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, it was right there. Though, like I said, some people will go get some currencies because they would go buy a used copy of something to get those discs or whatever it was. You guys know what I'm talking about. The GTA currency. Just go get a GTA copy for cheap and it would save you more money. A lot of people were double, triple, quadruple dipping back then to do that, to continue getting GTA currency, but that is going to be shut down, and now you're going to have to pay Rockstar full money. And when the game drops, you know how it is. Everybody's going to rush in and everybody's going to play it. It's going to break records, and people on the side are going to be crying, but guess what? They're going to make more money than ever. That it's not going to matter. And that's the thing, you know, it's going to happen. That's what AJ was trying to tell you. The same thing with when the PS6 launches. Guess what? It's still going to sell out. The market's going to crash that year in 2028. Sony's going to drop the price. They're going to do a lot of deals, and they're still going to sell a lot of consoles, and they're going to absolutely destroy the Xbox Helix in sales. I hate to say it, but not really, because Microsoft does it. But I hate to say it to loyal Xbox gamers, but it's going to happen. And once again, you notice how Rockstar is basically kind of like defending Sony, and they still don't mention anything about Xbox because they just see them as a side chick. It's going to be a side supporter, though it's going to matter still. But hey, I'm just saying, it's right here in front of your face. So guys, become a member. It's only $3. Leave a tip down below. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for all the support I've been getting lately. And I want you guys to let me know what you actually think about this. Now, I know I'm going to get people who actually have been pushing the fight for the physical medium to come into the comments down below on my channel. I've been seeing that a lot. And I want you guys to know that I'm not against what you're doing. All I'm saying is that it just doesn't look like you're going to be able to win this fight at all. And they made sure of that. But how did all of them and Sony and every other company that is pushing against physical medium get into that position? Us. We all spent that money. We all buffed them up to that position. And now they're turning around and they're telling you, this is how I'm going to do this. Thank you for feeding me. Right? You're not going to say you didn't feed them or we didn't feed them. This doesn't offend me because I would be going GTA digital. And don't think for a second that GTA physical would not sell out and you'd be sitting there waiting. Nah, you're gonna go get the digital. Some people may wait. I don't know. Used to be a thing you would order on Amazon too, but I don't know anybody who wouldn't go get a code in a damn box. I'm like, why would I do that? Remember what I said? I said, why am I going to a store to waste gas, take a gamble on the road, get the physical box to get a code in there that I have to type in when I could just hit the download button without needing to worry about some code? You know what I mean? Or wasting gas or doing none of that. And I gotta drive back. Like, to me, it's just stupid. No, if you're going to a store, you're going to get a disc. The point is the disc, not the box. What's the point of saying you have all these games if you just open a box and there's no disc in there? No, it was about taking the disc out and putting the disc in there. It's not about the box. If people said, okay, I'll give you the disc, but it's going to be sealed in a plastic case, but it's just only a disc, people don't care. Remember back in the days we used to burn discs for like Dreamcast and stuff like that? You would basically put them in those little cases, unzip lock, and turn around and have all these CDs that were just burnt disc, right? The DVDs or whatever before they came Blu-rays. So it really was always about the disc. The point of that is that the physical medium, to drive to somewhere to get something physical. To get a code, I'm like, bro, I know that to me is absolutely dumb. But anyways, we see where Rockstar is going now, and you shouldn't be surprised because they started this big medium with Sony following suit. That's why I said they kind of did this together. I find it funny that people are raging that much at Sony, but when Rockstar is doing this, they're getting record levels. This is when you realize some hate is actually fake as hell. And that it's just over PlayStation hate more than anybody else. Like, I don't see nobody raging at Rockstar like that, trending all over the place, like raging like crazy, like that PlayStation movement. Because, want to know why? Well, you got insecure Xbox fanboys, some angry people in the PlayStation world, and then some of the Steam and PC fanboys too. But then there's a legit aspect to it on like, how many third-party games do you have, Sony? That's a huge medium of so many different games outside the GTA world, plus GTA combined with that. But it's not up to Sony if somebody wants to do physical. Rockstar is doing it now. Now, after 2028, that's a different thing, right? Anyways, keep on gaming no matter what platform you're on. We got 3 topics here with Rockstar. Telling you we got record pre-orders, discs don't matter, digital is where the world is going, and paywalling on Netflix. Crazy stuff going on lately, I swear. It's all coming out. We're seeing the most anti-consumer stuff ever. Later.